Hello and welcome back to the new normal. I'm Dr. Patman, and again, I am excited that you guys are with me today. I just wanted to hop on briefly and share with you guys two affirmations that I picked today that I know will be beneficial, particularly to myself and hopefully you guys as well. Again, we are still going through this pandemic, and hopefully, you guys are spending some time with loved ones and doing the things that really are important to you. So today is the 29th. We are at April the 29th. I had to double check. So that means we are almost at the end of the month. April has 30 days. And so Friday will be May. And so at the beginning of this month, I embarked on this mission to challenge myself to see if I could complete these 4 goals that I set out for myself. And while some seemed very small, some were lofty, I was determined that I could reach these goals. And so as a recap, the goals were I wanted to increase my spiritual walk, which I can say I am doing that well. Another goal was to spend more time with my family. I can say I am doing that as well. Another one was to exercise. I can say that I am doing that well. And then the last one was, just to be able to take everything in and live in the moment. And that includes cooking at home. And I can say that probably about 70% of the time I have cooked at home. I'm even excited today because I cooked lunch today at home. So, these things are becoming habits. It takes 30 days to make a habit, and I feel like I am on the right track, and it has propelled me in the right direction. You all have so many opportunities that you can utilize during this pandemic to either come out better, come out worse, or stay the same. But I really challenge you to dig deep and see what it is that you really want and try to develop a game plan, put some feet to it, some action to it, and make it happen. Because as we know, May the 1st is on Friday, and unfortunately, the school buildings are closed for the remainder of the school year. And so a lot of us are still home, whether that be because we are educators, or we are with our children, or we work from home already. And so I think it's important that we always keep in mind that everything happens for a reason, and we're in a season in our life where we can constantly define our purposes and live them out truly so that they can impact others and benefit those who look up to us. So I'll go ahead and jump into the affirmations that I have for today. So the first affirmation is from Dr. Seuss. And let me tell you something. Even though Dr. Seuss wrote children's books, he was very smart. Every time I read quotes by him, I think to myself, wow, this was really deep. That was good. And so, of course, when I read this quote, I had that moment again like, wow, Dr. Seuss, you doing it. Okay, so the quote says, you have to be odd to be number one. Guys, that is me all the way. Okay, anybody who knows me, who has known me from childhood up, has known that I have not ever wanted to be in a box. I have never wanted to be like anyone else. Just a backstory. I refused to wear lotion. I hated it because I said when I sweat, it burned my eyes. When I was in high school and middle school, I used to wear pink, purple, green, orange, you name it. I wore them all together. And yes, that may sound crazy to some, but to me, it was an expression of how I felt on the inside. And so, in our senior, how you do the senior festivities, your graduating year, and they asked me for one word that defined me, and I said it was eclectic. And that's true, because I feel like I am so different, and I've never wanted to fit in. And while, some people strive to fit in, I say make your own road, blaze your own trail. Do what makes you happy. I cannot stress that enough. There's so many additional stressors that come in our lives as we get older. I know firsthand. And so if you're doing the things that you love, then that will propel you to do better and to love yourself while doing it. Because if you're not loving yourself while doing it, then why even bother doing it? And so I'll move on to my next quote. The second quote was, and no, it's not from Dr. Seuss. The second quote is, too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. I've talked about this several times over the last couple of weeks about what fear does to you. And fear really inhibits you from really living out what you determine your plan is, your destiny is. But fear does that. Fear has a way of lingering on long after the incident has occurred. And so it is important for you to remember that fear is a mind game. It's a mind trick. So if you can get fear out of the way, I promise you, you will be able to live your life and you'll be able to live your dreams. Guys, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, stay safe, stay smart, and be great. And if no one else told you they love you today, I definitely do.